Hi everyone, tax day is tomorrow. I hope you're excited and you've got your tax returns filed. But if you haven't yet, because you're concerned, because you've got a large tax liability, I want to talk through a couple different options that are available. So a situation that has been arising a lot, especially given the current market with crypto, is that individuals have significant gains in 2017 from their crypto trading, but now 2018, it's tax time. Payment is due and the market is down. Individuals haven't converted to fiat. So what do? You got a big tax bill, no cash to pay it. Well, let's talk through the options. First, it's important to know that an extension is available. However, an extension is an extension to file, not an extension to pay. So payment is still due tomorrow, April 17th, despite whether or not you file an extension. Now, either way, if you can't pay your taxes, you don't have the money available, or you just don't want to pay it now, you should either file the return or file an extension. Paying is different than the filing of the return. So file either way, because this will minimize potential penalties that will be attributed to you. So if you don't file a return, don't file an extension, then just wait to pay and file at the same time, you'll have greater penalties. So file an extension either way. But now let's talk about a couple different options. You don't have the cash available. By filing an extension, you'll now have 6 months to get the cash together to pay your taxes. So it'll be time available to sell or to convert to fiat in order to have funds available. Keep in mind, though, that those sales are taxable in themselves for 2018. So to not fall in the same mistake that you made in 17, as soon as you have any sales, sell an additional portion in order to cover your taxes. So estimate for your tax on each sale, put that aside for next year when you're going to actually pay the tax return. So option one, extend and use that time to hopefully see if the market goes up, sell crypto then, and use those funds to pay your taxes. Now, one thing to keep in mind, though, is you're basically running a gamble here. You're hoping that in the next 6 months, the market will go up and that it'll be a better time to sell. But if the market goes down, then your gamble's failed and you're now in a worse situation because the market's lower and you've got to sell. But that is an option. Another option is to get an installment agreement for your balance. So you can hire an accountant or an attorney such as us to work with the IRS to obtain an installment agreement for your balance. Often we're able to get payment terms that allow you to pay that balance over 6 years, and in some cases even more time. So if you need time to pay, you don't want to sell right away, you don't want to go to fiat, one way to buy even more time than just the extension is to get into an installment agreement. There's all different installment agreements that are available depending on the amount that you owe, as well as your own personal finances. So I would suggest talking to a professional about the different plans that are available. But overall, either file or file an extension because it'll minimize penalties. If you take the approach of filing an extension, you should make a payment with the extension. Even if it's not the total amount that you think is due, you should pay in as much as you can because this will minimize penalties and interest. As I started with today in this video, an extension is an extension to file, not an extension to pay, which means during the time that it takes before you actually make payment, you're going to be charged a 0.5% a month penalty. And the IRS interest rate just went up to 5% annually. So by filing an extension or not paying at all under an installment agreement, you're going to be charged interest and penalties. So from a business standpoint, also important to weigh, does it make sense to wait to sell, pay that interest, or not? If you do have any other questions, feel free to message me on Twitter @accounting or go to our website, cryptotaxhq.com.